Hey fam, how's everybody doing? Happy wonderful Tuesday. Happy wonderful Tuesday to everybody. Listen, I want to share something real quick, right? Because and this is twofold, right? This is for the agents, and this is also for the clients and the consumer out there, right? But let me start with the consumer first, right? Because you know, there's a lot of people this year so far that have called me and either try to get insurance, we give them a quote, and they didn't proceed with it, and then something ended up happening, right? Recently, I just had a call from a real good client of mine who we try to get a policy for, and I'm not going to really say too much information, for somebody that, that she knows or whatever, and never fully went through with it, and that person ended up passing this weekend, right? And as an agent, I feel a certain way about that. I feel like I didn't completely do my job. I didn't push enough. Sometimes there's been pushy, and clients don't like that, and then sometimes there's you really trying to do your job and help people understand the importance, right, of why they need insurance. And this is why I will always tell people, right, check on your folks, check on your parents, right? Because sometimes your parents tell you they have insurance and they don't. So you want to kind of make sure that on your end, because ultimately, if a situation happens where they're no longer here, you are the one that's going to have to fit that bill. You are the one that's probably going to have to cash out 401ks. You're the one that's going to have to look into tapping into IRAs, maybe pulling out from your savings account. Most of the time people don't have liquid savings. Most of the time the money has to come by way of loan, or it has to come by way of somebody tapping into long-term plan that now triggers taxation. So, if you're watching this and you're a person who don't have insurance and you have children, this is not a burden that you want to place on your kids. It's just not fair. It's just not fair for your children to have to tap into their retirement account, and before they could even get the money, they don't have to pay taxes. Like, for example, if a funeral costs $20,000, right, and before I could get $20,000 from my 401k or 403b or whatever, right, I probably will end up paying roughly about $4,000 in taxes, and then also a 10% penalty when I file my taxes the following year to take care of a funeral before I can get my $20,000. So I'm pulling out $20,000. I got to pay $4,500 in taxes, right? You know what I'm saying? That's $25,000 for something that you as an adult, as a parent, could have taken care of on your own. For a small premium, you're putting your children in a bad spot. And this is happening every single day. So I just want to share that with you guys today, right? That's one. And so again, if you're watching and you don't have an insurance is not that expensive. We can always meet a person where they're at. Having some form of insurance is better than having no insurance. Having some form of insurance better than having no insurance. So at least it will not be a burden. At least your family won't be begging for money from people, trying to figure out where they could take a loan out from, panicking. Some people don't even have 401k savings. So what are they going to do? And then last, as agents, listen, you got this license for a reason, right? It is your job to make sure that these people are protected. It is your job to save them. So I kind of feel a certain way today. For some reason, this has happened before, but for some reason with this particular situation, I feel like I didn't pursue this long enough. I feel like I was just like, okay, well, whatever, when they're ready, they give me a call. And that's not the way that we should be handling this as professionals. People tell you no all the time, right? You just got to be able to hear no, but internalize it as, I'm just not ready, coming back in a few months. And that's the way we have to go at this thing, because people just don't know any better. They don't know how important this is until it literally happened to them. They don't know how important this is until it literally happened to somebody who they're close with, or it happens to them, and then they have to come out of pocket. They have to come out of pocket, and they really see how devastating this can be, because this can really hit a blow to some people. Most people don't have the money like that, and this is a fact. Most people do not have the money like that to be caught for now. It literally would set some people back a couple of years. It does. It's devastating to people. And don't let it be a person who is a spouse and they were dependent on that person's income to survive, and they have children. We're talking about at least a 5-year setback before that person can recover. Because if you were a spouse who didn't work, and now you have to go out there and start to get in the work field again, you haven't worked in over a decade or so, you have to acquire new skills, you got children to raise. Oh my God, this is gonna be, listen, so I don't want it to be a long conversation, but if you don't have insurance right now, please inbox me. Let's see if we can get to your number. Let's get you some form of coverage, so at least it would not hurt your family. Okay, inbox me. Let's see what we can do. Also message me at TitanEvolutionGroup.com. Okay, go on there, fill out the information for what you want. We get it. We'll give you a follow-up call, and then we'll schedule a time to meet with you face to face. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon.